to move abroad from the United States? All right, y'all, let's talk about it. So, there's obviously a lot of things that go into moving abroad from the United States, but I'm going to be focusing on the highlights of how to move abroad from the US. I'm going to be going through several things that a lot of people don't necessarily talk about. I'm going to be talking about things that other people don't talk about, and I will be talking about things that you might hear a lot. And I'm going to be giving some opinions that might be controversial, and I'm going to be talking about some things that you hear other people saying online that might be a little bit different, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, this is my platform and I can say what I want. No, I'm just playing. But let's talk about how to move abroad from the United States for real. First of all, yes, I do live abroad. So first of all, hello from France. Would welcome y'all with open arms. Oh, thank you. Is it Chimmy? Shumi, am I saying your name right? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I've actually only been to Paris. But I absolutely loved it. But I hear there's so much more of France I need to see. By the way, y'all, thank you for double tapping or hearting, showing some love. I really appreciate it. Please also make sure you share the live with anybody who could be interested in moving abroad, living abroad, etc. And yeah, let's get into it. I feel like I've been doing a lot of greetings from Kennesaw, Georgia. Hello, Mary. Welcome. When was the last time I was in Georgia? Last year. Yeah, last year, for sure. Last year was there, definitely, in Atlanta. Thank you so much for the heart. So, all right, let's get into it. So I am going to be going through a lot of different things around living abroad, moving abroad, and I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. I know I do a lot of Q&As, those of you who have been in my lives before. If you've never been in my live, drop a number 1 in the comments, by the way. If you're brand new here and never been in any of my lives, drop a number 1. Thank y'all so much for double tapping. I'm live on multiple platforms. If you see me like looking around, that's why. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. My name's Charles. Chimmy is my username, pronounced look at K. Like Kimmy. Ah, okay. Thank you, Kimmy. I appreciate that. So as far as like how to move abroad from the United States, there are obviously a lot of things to consider, right? There are a lot of questions that people have. There are a lot of challenges that sometimes come up. There are a lot of controversial opinions about living abroad, moving abroad, etc. So that's why I said, like, if y'all don't agree with what I say, that's fine. Honestly, I don't really care, because to be honest with you, like, I'm not for everybody, okay? I am not for everybody. So whenever I talk about living abroad, moving abroad, I will be very honest about my experience. So were you on a news segment? Oh, I was on NBC News. Did you? Look at me out here being recognized. Yes, I was on NBC News. That was, yeah, a few months ago. See, this is why I say I gotta start going, because then I'd be getting distracted. But thank y'all for the hearts. Please remember to like and share the live. Please remember to show some love. Like I said, you can drop any questions you have, and I will definitely try to answer as many of them as I can. If you've never been in my live, drop a number 1 for me in the comments. And a little bit about me for anybody who is like completely brand new here. So my name is Bianca. Me and my husband left the United States last year to live abroad to live abroad from the United States, and it's been an incredible journey. It has not been a perfect journey by any means, okay? Living abroad does not mean my life is perfect. Living abroad does not mean I don't have challenges. It doesn't mean I don't make mistakes. It doesn't mean there are not things about my life that I miss about the United States, okay? That's just the fact of the matter. I love living abroad, and at this point, can I see myself living in the United States permanently after traveling to 10 countries in the last 13 months? No, I cannot. However, it doesn't mean there are things that I don't miss about the US. And I feel like something else a lot of people are not saying on this app is that living abroad is not for everybody, okay? Don't let these people on these apps gas you up. Living abroad is not for everybody, okay? And this is one of the reasons why I personally recommend traveling before you just decide to uproot your life and go live in another country if you are not someone who is at least somewhat well-traveled. Is China really as chill as people say? I don't know, because I was only there for like a day. So I don't tend to give a lot of opinions on China, because it's not really a country that I've traveled in a lot. Thank y'all for double tapping. Please keep that coming. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the hearts. So yeah, so I left the US last year to live abroad as a digital nomad. Me and my husband, February 4th, 2024, we got on a plane. We got on a one-way flight to Brazil. And then after that, just saw your post about the auntie. Yeah. The auntie is always out of town. That is for sure. That's for sure who I am at this point. So since February of last year, we have been to Brazil, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, China, Spain, Indonesia, Panama, Colombia, Mexico. I mean, like, we done been around the block, okay? We have been around the block. And we are, hello, millennial therapists, we are digital nomads. So in case y'all don't know what a digital nomad is, that means that we can work from anywhere. It means we travel and we work, right? So we are literally nomadic, okay? I do not have permanent citizenship anywhere else for now. But yeah, so we are nomadic, which means that we move around. We don't live in just one spot. And that might not be the vibe for you, which is perfectly fine. But for us, that is the vibe right now, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Like, being a digital nomad is dope because you do get to travel around and see different places. But me and my husband are definitely craving a little bit more stability. So there is a really good chance that we are going to settle sooner rather than later. I'll keep you updated on that. Was living in Ghana for almost 3 years, back in the U.S. rebuilding after leaving abusive marriage. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mary. It was the marriage in Ghana. And are you planning on staying in the U.S.? I'm just curious. I have never been to Greece. So again, I'm going to get into some of the main things whenever it comes to moving abroad, living abroad, etc. Thank y'all for liking. I really appreciate it. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I feel like this is something I don't ever hear anybody else talking about on these apps in terms of moving to a new country, living abroad, moving abroad. Nobody talks about the move abroad mindset. No, never been to Saudi Arabia. Nobody is out here talking about the mental, the emotional, the spiritual things that you go through in the process of leaving your home country. Like, I'm telling y'all, it is absolutely a spiritual thing. Like, it's not just about the visas. It's not just about like, oh, which country, you know, has the best weather. Like, I'm not saying those things are not important, because they are, but so much of what people ask me, I can already tell, y'all, we asking the wrong questions, okay? We are asking the wrong questions, because if you are serious about moving abroad from the United States, the biggest thing is here. The biggest thing is your mentality. The biggest thing is actually believing that this life is going to be possible for you. I was married to an American. He's still there. We were married for 20 years. Oh, wow. 20 years. That's a long time, Mary. So are you planning on going abroad again, or you're staying in the U.S.? And again, I'm just curious. Thank y'all for the hearts and the shares. I appreciate y'all. So in terms of moving abroad, living abroad, you got to ask yourself, what thoughts come up for you right now whenever you think about moving abroad? Do you feel like, oh yeah, that sounds nice, but that's for somebody else online. That's for the people who have the jobs in tech. That's for the people who have a lot of followers. Whenever you think about moving abroad, are you like, oh, that sounds cool, but I don't know if I could really do that? When you think about moving abroad, do you immediately get overwhelmed? And I want to know, let me know in the comments. When you think about moving abroad, do you get overwhelmed? Do you get excited? Do you feel like you can actually see yourself 6 months, 3 months, 12 months, whatever it is? Do you actually feel like you can see yourself living in another country? Let me know in the comments. Community and loneliness are major concerns for expats. Yeah, for sure. I want to move to Egypt. There's a girl on here. Her name is Tori in Transit. She lives in Egypt. I would check out her page. I get overwhelmed because I don't have that kind of money to move abroad, and I don't have a degree. You know, and what's interesting is, like, people say like they don't have like a certain amount of money to move abroad, and I'm like, what money do we think we need to move abroad? Because one question I get all the time is like, oh, well, how much money did you have saved before you left? And I'm like, we didn't. We had our flight to Brazil, and then our next country was Vietnam. So we had the money for like our flight from Brazil to Vietnam. Like, we did not have a bunch of money saved. And I'm not saying this I'm not saying this to throw no shade. Most people don't even have $1,000 in the bank in the United States, but we're so scared to move abroad. Like, then whenever it goes to living abroad, it's like all this stuff about money. Like, oh, well, you know, I don't have the money for this. And I'm like, you don't even really got the money to pay your rent that's coming up in the next 15 days, and you figured it out. You don't have enough money for the brunch you go to every Saturday, but you figured it out. You don't got enough money for your nails to stay done, but you figure it out. So this whole idea of like not having enough money to move abroad, and I'm not saying that it's not valid for some people, right? Like, I'm not trying to pretend like I know your situation. I know everybody's situation, because I don't. But what I want you to ask yourself is, what exactly do you feel like you need so much money for? Like, I know I've had a lot of people who have talked about like, oh, I want to be able to have like a big savings living abroad. I'm like, why? You don't even have a big savings living in the US. So you mean to tell me that you mean to tell me that right now you don't have a big savings living in one of the most expensive countries in the world, but you feel like you need a big savings to live somewhere where your expenses are about to be cut in half? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Would like to explore other parts of Africa and Brazil right now, maybe even Bali. I am here for it. People are fearful. Yeah, for sure. Would like to take English overseas somewhere. I don't know where is safe for Black Americans anywhere. Like anywhere other than the US, in my opinion. Your gifts will make room for you abroad. I love that. I liked France. I would have to learn and perfect my French before moving. Why? Why do you need to perfect your French before moving somewhere? So being a digital nomad, what is it that you do for work? What remote work is available? Would love to live abroad. So I personally, I have multiple streams of income, and I have a lot of videos on my page where I walk through all my different income streams, but primarily the way that I make money while traveling and living abroad is digital marketing. Sorry, I'm reading that comment. Digital marketing and affiliate marketing are the main two ways that I earn money while living abroad. Y'all, it's 2025. We have to stop thinking that money has to come from a job. We have to stop thinking that money only comes from you sitting somewhere at a desk for 8 hours a day with somebody clocking your calendar. It is 2025. People out here making thousands of dollars a day from their cell phone. It is time to broaden our minds. And I'm talking people out here with no degree, people out here with no experience. Not everybody works in tech, okay? Like, honestly, you have options if you want to learn how to make more money. But the question is, are you willing to learn? We talked about mindset, right? So many of us are stuck in this mindset of money has to come from a job. If I want more money, then I have to get another job. Oh, well, if I don't make this much money, then it's not enough for this. Y'all, some of us got some money mindset work to do. Some of us got some money mindset work to do, and that's okay, because listen, I've been there, okay? I grew up Black and broke in the US, lower middle class, not knowing a damn thing about the shit you see me doing right now. Making money online, traveling around the world, being a digital nomad, showing other people how to do it. Y'all, I had no idea this would become my life. This is the kind of shit that's possible when you take the leap of faith. This is what's possible when you decide that you don't have to have it all figured out. This is what's possible once you realize, wow, I'm actually a powerful creator who can create a life that I cannot wait to wake up to. That person on social media who moved abroad, she left, I can leave too. That person making this amount of money online, I can do that too. Oh, do y'all think anybody was born knowing how to travel? Y'all, I talk about budget travel a lot too, and I tell people all the time, y'all, travel is a skill. Thank you for the rose. Travel is a skill. This is literally something else that other people are not talking about. Travel is a skill. You can learn how to travel. And again, whether you want to move around like I do, whether you just want to move to one place, like there's no right or wrong. Like only you can decide what's going to work best for you. Okay? Travel is a skill indeed. Yes, 100%. So anyways, going back to moving abroad from the U.S. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. Going back to moving abroad from the U.S., y'all, think about your move abroad mindset, okay? Think about how you can... TikTok, what you doing? Okay, there we go. Think about how you can make this happen. I don't know if any of y'all know who Neville Goddard is, but I was listening to one of his videos the other day, and one of the things that he was saying is, he was like, instead of saying, I can't afford that, start saying, how can I afford that? And I'm telling y'all, that shifted me. That shifted me. Imagine if instead of saying, I don't have the money to move abroad, imagine if your mindset was, how can I get the money to move abroad? How can I earn the money to move abroad? How can I raise the money? I mean, you can really insert whatever verb really aligns with you. How can I manifest the money to move abroad? Like, y'all, we really have to shift our mindsets if we want to live a different life, okay? You can't get there from here. I'm gonna say that one more time. You cannot get there from here, okay? We got to start thinking differently. I don't know how many of y'all are paying attention to the things that are happening in the U.S. I don't know how many of y'all are paying attention, but I'm telling you, instead of I have to move abroad, I get to move abroad. I love that. And it's the same with like making money online. Like people ask me all the time about making money online. I'm like, I wasn't born learning how to do this shit. In the world that I grew up in, money came from a job. And if you wanted more money, you got another job. That's why so many people out here working multiple jobs and still struggling, because another job is not the solution. And these jobs out here dropping people like a hot tamale too. Stop. Stop. People out here getting laid off left and right. People out here getting fired left and right. I have been fired, laid off. I've had to quit a toxic job for my mental health. And this was all before the age of 26, okay? 2018 taught me, baby, you cannot depend on these jobs for money, okay? Like, we cannot depend on these jobs. Like, you need to start learning how to depend on yourself. And I am not telling you that you need to quit your job. I'm not telling you that having a job is a bad thing, okay? Like, I had videos on my page where I've talked about remote jobs as well. But, honey, one stream of income in these times is wild work, okay? One stream of income in these times is wild work. It is time for you to learn how to make money for yourself. Learning how to make money is a skill. Learning how to walk is a skill. I don't know what y'all do with y'all jobs. I mean, feel free. Let me know in the comments. What do y'all do? I'm sure y'all have a lot of skills that I don't have, but more than likely I can learn them. You can learn how to travel. You can learn how to make money online. You can learn what you need to move abroad. Running your own business, though, is stressful as well because you are responsible for everything. And being at a job that you can't stand that's not paying you enough money is stressful. Waking up in a country where you don't feel safe is stressful. Living check to check is stressful. Trying to work overtime to be able to pay your bills is stressful. Having people pop random meetings on your calendar all the time without your permission is stressful. Living a life that you know that is not meant for you is stressful. People be out here talking about is moving abroad hard. I'm like, how easy is your life right now? How easy is it for you to look in the mirror right now knowing that you were meant for more? How is it for you to be staying in one spot when you want to be seeing the world? How hard is that for you? Choose your hard. I know that's true, but I have zero desire to run my own business. It would make me so miserable. And y'all, entrepreneurship is not for everybody, okay? Living abroad is not for everybody. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. But even if you are not an entrepreneur, there are still ways for you to diversify your income. You don't have to be an entrepreneur to diversify your income. Y'all, investing in stocks, having a high yield savings account, having other things like cashback apps, surveys, so many. Y'all, go look at the video on my page. Like, if you're on my if you're watching on TikTok, you're already on the app. If you're not watching on TikTok, I have a whole playlist. I think it's called Money for Travel or something like that. I go through my different income streams. Y'all, I have 10 different streams of income because I was willing to get out of my comfort zone. Everybody love to do this. We all love to talk about, hey Chris, we all love to talk about all the things that we want to do. Who's taking action though? Who is taking action? Freelancing is a great way to diversify your income. Exactly. That's a great option as well. I mean, y'all, there's so many things you can be doing to earn extra money. And if you want to start an online business, you can do that. But if you don't, then literally do something else. It's that simple. But stop complaining about your life. Stop living in the victim mentality. Stop waiting for somebody to come and save you because nobody is coming to save you. Do you still have time to go enjoy the place where you were living with 10 jobs? I do not have 10 jobs. I have 10 streams of income. I do not have 10 jobs. We need to run that back, baby. I have I keep remembering. I'm on multiple platforms because I did a post yesterday where I did day in the life of a digital nomad. So yesterday I woke up. No, this was Monday that I did it. It was Monday. I woke up. I went grocery shopping, and then I came back home where I am now, my current home, and I worked for a little bit, and then I went to the pool and I went swimming, got my little swim workout in, and then I worked from the pool, and then I made dinner. I didn't make dinner. My husband got dinner. Y'all, I have the time freedom I have right now. I have never had time freedom like this in my entire life. I quit a corporate 6-figure job because I was unhappy, okay? Like I said, choose your heart. Listen, let me also say this. I am not going to try to convince anybody to move abroad. If you don't want to move abroad, if it's not on your spirit, if you have not been called to do that, I don't know what you're doing here. Maybe you just drop it in and say, hey, hello, but goodbye. I'm not here to convince anybody. If you don't feel called to live this life, don't. People will try to come in here the U.S. is the best country in the world. Great. So what you here for? This life isn't for you. Y'all, I told y'all earlier on, I am not for everybody, okay? If you don't want to move abroad, then don't. But if you do want to move abroad, you have to ask yourself, what is it that you're doing to make it happen? What are you doing to make some shit shake other than talking about it, other than saving videos? How many more videos you gonna save? How many more videos you are you gonna add to your collection? How many more videos are you gonna watch before you take action? No, I do not have kids. Y'all, but people move abroad with kids all the time. There are kids in every country. People be like, well, what's the best country with kids? What you talking about? Every country on planet Earth has children. All of them. Y'all, like we want it to be hard. We want it to be complicated. We cannot stand when things are simple. Okay, Brazil. I left in 2017 with my kids. Let's get it. I'm here for it. Y'all, we want it to be hard so bad. I'm reading this book right now. Oh, I just saw this comment. Thanks for your emails and videos. It's time to travel and see the world. Oh, Roses, you are welcome. Y'all, moving with our child in November, but we gonna figure it out. Come on. Can we just talk about this round of applause for We Go Figure It Out? Can we just talk about how this is so underrated, being like, I'ma figure it out? This is why so many people are stuck, okay? Preparing for a move to Germany. Let's get it. Italy, okay? I am here for it. Y'all, I'm reading this book right now. And the author said, people love to debate the mundane. We love to debate details. We love to go back and forth with each other about all these tiny things that don't fucking matter. Who cares? Well, I just can't choose between Thailand and Colombia. You're just procrastinating. Well, I don't know how I'm going to move abroad with my pet. Figure it out. Figure it out. People move abroad with their pets all the time. Okay, well, I have 7 cats and 3 lizards. Either be willing to give them up or keep your ass in the United States. Like I said, I'm not here to beg you. I'm not here to convince you. Only you can decide. What is your priority? What's most important for you? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to move abroad out of the United States? Do you want it bad enough to learn another language? Do you want it bad enough to learn a new skill, such as how to make money online? Do you want it bad enough to learn a skill that will get you a remote job? Do you want it bad enough to be able to move your family or to leave your family? How bad do you want it? If you don't want it that bad, cool. There ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Everybody cannot move abroad. It's not feasible. How bad do you want it? And if you don't want it that bad, stop stressing yourself out. If you don't want it that bad, like, I don't know why you're here. Again, like, honestly, like, I'm talking to the people who are serious. I'm talking to the people who are like, I am trying to be out of here in the next, maybe not 30 days. Well, hell, I don't know. Some of y'all might be about it, okay? I'm talking to the people who are like in the next 1 year, 2 year. Everybody's journey is different and that's fine. But the people who are for real about getting out of the United States, like I go live to share the journey with y'all as somebody who was Black and broke and did not know shit about the things that I teach about right now. I grew up in a world where y'all, when nobody traveling, what is travel? Travel for me growing up was driving to Virginia and our family's Astro van and staying in a Motel 6. That's what we could afford. And that's the years that we could even afford to go to Virginia. So do you really think I'm here for the excuses? Oh, well, I don't have this, or I don't have the money. Then get the money. Then get the money. What you talking about? How much money? You over here talking about you don't have the money. You don't even know how much money you need. And you talking about you don't have the money. Well, I can't choose my country. Indecision is a beautiful form of procrastination, isn't it? Y'all, indecision, I'm telling y'all, this is shit people not telling you about. Indecision will have you leaving this world with regrets. I'm going to say that for you one more time. Indecision will have you leaving this world with regrets, okay? How much money do you need? It depends. It depends on where you're going. It depends on who you're bringing. It depends on your visa process. And y'all, and by the way, I haven't even mentioned this. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been trying to keep up with the comments, but please forgive me if I missed it. I'm going to try to pause it so I can come back. Yes, KBB, I can talk more about my streams of income. So, what question was I about to answer though? Shit, hold on. Oh, yes. So, For anybody who is for real about getting the hell out of the United States and you don't know where to start, I do have resources at the link in my bio. My Move Abroad bundle is marked down already, and you can take an additional 50% off with the promo code ABROAD2025. And since we're going to talk about money, somebody wanted to ask me about my streams of income. I'm going to do a live bonus, and I'm going to throw in my cash flow come up checklist as a bonus for the people who are serious. For those of y'all who are for real about getting out of the US and you're like, I don't know how to choose my country. How do I even get in this right mindset? How do I move with my kids? How do I move with my pets? What documents do I need? How am I going to make money abroad? What if I'm LGBTQ plus? What if I am a veteran? All of this and so much more, I cover it in my Move Abroad bundle. Y'all, I create these resources based on the questions y'all ask me, because listen, I love y'all, but I promise y'all ask me the same shit every day. 90% of the questions I get about moving abroad are the same. The country might change, but 90% of the questions I get are the same. This is why I put everything together for you in a bundle. And again, it's at the link in my bio. It comes with 12 videos. 12 videos walking you through all things moving abroad, and a 21-page guide, and a 7-step checklist to get you started. And if you get it while I'm live, I'm going to send you my cash flow come up checklist, which is going to show you how to make more money. Let's talk about making more money. Let's talk about income streams. Okay, so like I said, I have like 10 different streams of income. The main two ways I make money are digital products and affiliate marketing. I don't know if anybody's in here on my email list, because I've been preaching this to y'all as well. Digital products and affiliate marketing are the two main ways that I make money. Now, having a digital marketing business is amazing. Why? Because first of all, I am my own motherfucking boss, okay? Ain't nobody telling me what to do. Ain't nobody telling me I gotta turn something in at this time. I don't gotta request no motherfucking time off. I make money in my sleep. There is no cap on my income. And most importantly, I get to help incredible people just like y'all all over the world, okay? However, having a digital marketing business is not for everybody, and that's okay. This is why I created my cash flow come up checklist for the people who want to learn how to make more money. And this is really for whether you want to move abroad or not. But the cash flow come up checklist is for people who want to learn how to make more money, but you're like, I do not know where to start. I see all these people out here talking about all these different things that they're doing. Where do I start, Bianca? How do I know what's going to work for me? In the cash flow come up checklist, and I actually just updated it last month. In the cash flow come up checklist, I go over the 3 main types of income everybody needs to have, okay? Y'all, the days of having one stream of income are gone. Put that shit in the past. It is time for you to diversify your income. On average, wealthy people have 7 streams of income, and we out here depending on a job. Have y'all seen the layoffs? People are getting dropped like flies left and right. My sister is a nurse, and I had to help her come up with 5 things that she did at work to prove to Elon Musk that she's valuable. My sister is a nurse in a veteran hospital. Y'all, what are we talking about here? What is job security? Ain't nobody coming to save you. Learn how to make money for yourself. Start where you are. Be willing to be cringy. Be willing to get uncomfortable. Know that the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you did may not fucking work. Who cares? Move on. Do y'all think these people on these apps that y'all see making this money, you think they only tried one thing? You think I only tried one thing? Y'all, I do not have enough fingers for the amount of ways that I have tried to make money online and failed. The amount of hours, the tens of thousands of dollars I have put into learning how to make money online. Oh, but let's talk about tuition now. Let's talk about how we so quick to give a university with no job guarantee is $20,000, $10,000, however many thousand for years. But you want to invest in a course? But you want to invest in a coach? But you want to invest your time into learning a new skill? Y'all better wake up. Wake up or stay where the fuck you are and stop complaining about it. Like, this is where I am. Like, I'm not here for the sympathy to people who are like, oh, well, like, why aren't you yelling at me? Leave. If you can't handle the tough love, get the fuck out. I'm not here to be your fucking mama. I'm not here to baby you. I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to tell you that you are a powerful creator who can have a life that you cannot wait to wake up to. Y'all, I was literally floating in the pool. I'm in Merida, Mexico right now. I was literally floating in the pool, looking up the beautiful blue sky, palm trees. I was just like, thank you, God. I don't even know how I got here, but thank you, God. What an incredible life. People love to be in my DMs like, oh, you're living my dreams. No, I'm not. I'm not living your dreams. I am living the life that I intentionally created for myself. Stop living your life on autopilot. You waking up doing the same shit every day, having the same conversations with the same people, and you wondering why things don't change. What you talking about? How many hours a day do you work on average? I mean, it depends on the day. Like today, I got up and then I went for a run, got lost on the way back. That's a funny story I'll have to tell one day. This morning, I got up, I went for a run, I came back here, made me like a couple of boiled eggs for breakfast, and then I took a shower and I thought I was gonna work, but instead I got in my bed and watched a couple episodes of Ugly Betty because I was tired. And it's 3 o'clock. I started working today at like a little bit after 1 p.m. Thank y'all for the gifts. Like, it depends. Some days I work 8 hours. Some days I work 2 hours. Some days I decide I'm just not going to work today because I don't feel like it. Because that's what you can do when you work for yourself. Thank you, Chris. How do I see your links when you are live? Wanda, if you click on my photo, and then if you click on my photo, you can go to my profile, and then it says stan.store in my bio. Y'all, if I missed your comment, I'm sorry. Please ask me again. What do you do for a living? Digital marketing and affiliate marketing. I teach y'all both of these in the cash flow come up checklist. If you have no idea what digital marketing and affiliate marketing is, you need an introduction, get the cash flow come up checklist at the link in my bio. But don't forget that I'm giving it away for anybody who gets the Move Abroad bundle while I'm live. So you can use the promo code ABROAD 2025 to take off an additional 50% of the Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. And I'll send you the cash flow guide for free. For those of y'all who want to learn how to make more money, and in the cash flow guide, I even give you my favorite remote job resources because I am for real about helping y'all get out of the US if y'all are for real about it. It's only going to your TikTok shop. So Wanda, if you click on my, it definitely shouldn't be going to my TikTok shop. If you click on my photo, shit, my husband not even in here because normally I would show you on his phone. If you click on my photo, there should be a button for you to go to my profile. You might have to click the photo twice, and then it should take you to my profile. If you can't do it while you're live, I would recommend just like leaving the live and just going to my profile that way. But I think that once you click the profile, it should take me there. Y'all help me out if somebody else knows. That's how we are supposed to live. We need to get lost more often. Oh, I love that. We need to get lost more often. What a beautiful statement. What a beautiful statement. I am here for it. Yeah, and you know what was beautiful about me getting lost? I wasn't tripping about being late for no meetings. I wasn't tripping about being late for work. And I mean, y'all, I've traveled to 24 different countries, okay? I have been lost in countries and panicked. I've been lost in places where I didn't speak the language and panicked. And this morning, I was just like, Bianca, it's fine. I was like, you're a 9-minute walk from where you are. Let's just try to retrace our steps. If push comes to shove, we can go in like a little breakfast place, get the Wi-Fi. Like, I didn't even trip. Like, but y'all, I'm telling you, I've come a long way, okay? I have come a very long way. I'm almost 60. Can I live, work abroad? What does age have to do with it, Shelly? I personally do not recommend trying to work abroad. Figure your money stuff out in the US before you move abroad. That is my recommendation. Me and my husband both quit our jobs. We went out here on a whim, okay? We went out here we're still figuring it out every single day. I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm telling you, listen, there's been days we didn't know where we were gonna stay the next day. If you hear that and you're like, oh, I could never, then just make sure you figure out your money shit before you leave the United States. There are so many options. You can get remote jobs. You can freelance. You can start your own business. I've seen people do like, I've seen people like rent their homes or Airbnb, or maybe they have like an investment property and they get money that way. Y'all still women. Winging, for sure. We always winging it. Child, this entrepreneurship shit, it's rewarding, but baby, it's ghetto, okay? Sometimes you gotta work abroad. What do you mean? I'm in Mexico right now. I'm in Merida. That's such good advice. It keeps you from being stuck. I'm 56 and have lived there in Europe and Asia. Hey, in my travels. Y'all, it's possible for you to move abroad, but how serious are you about making it happen? How serious are you about making it happen? Because ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You over here talking about, I want to move abroad, but I don't know what country. You procrastinating. You are procrastinating. Pick one or go to both and then decide which one you like better. This is one of the most beautiful things about living abroad. This is one of the most beautiful things about moving abroad. Once you move, you're like, damn, I can go anywhere. Just start. Focus on getting out. Focus on what you can do right now. Y'all, I used to be a healthy lifestyle coach, and what I would tell people all the time, one of my favorite mantras, the habit is more important than the amount. Get into the habit of being an action taker. Get into the habit of making sure that every single day of your life, you take one step closer to the life you want to live. If you want to move abroad, you can lie in bed and get on Duolingo for 5 minutes and practice your language learning. You can listen to a Duolingo podcast. You can be in your bed watching one of the videos in my Move Abroad bundle. You can be listening to one of the videos while you are cooking in the kitchen. You can be researching immigration lawyers if that's a route that you want to go. You can be looking for your flights to determine when's going to be the least expensive time for you to go. There's always something that you can do, but you got to stop doing all of this without the action. This is why I'm doing that live bonus for anybody who gets my Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. If you get it while I'm live, this is why I'm going to send you the cash flow guide, because I'm tired of y'all any excuses. I love rewarding people who take action. Listen, you being in here and asking questions, that's amazing. But don't let this be another video where you walk away and then it's 6 months from now and nothing has changed about your life. Y'all, we about to be in May. We are about to be in May 2025. We can be honest. How many of us talked all this shit in January about some of the things we were going to do and haven't done shit? I can raise my hand and be honest. I got a few things and I'm like, Bianca, remember we said that, sis? What happened? I get it. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to tell you to get your priorities in order. You already spending money on things you don't need. You're already spending your time on things that are not actually getting you closer to your goals. What do you want out of your life? If you want to spend the rest of your life living in the US, go for it. But if you don't, what you doing? Any recommendations for teachers who are looking to teach abroad? Oh my God, yeah, I actually have information on that in my Move Abroad bundle. There's a woman, oh my God, what is her name? Send me a DM and I can send her to you. I don't remember her name. I found her on Instagram. She actually specializes in teaching teachers how to move abroad. I told y'all, all these questions y'all asking me, they're in the bundle. And if you want to, listen, if you want to do all the research yourself, by all means, go for it. But if you want someone who's done the research for you, aka me, you can grab the bundle and all these questions are answered for you inside of the bundle. You are so welcome. Yes, the link is in my bio. It should, but when you click on the link in my bio, it's the first thing. It says the Move Abroad bundle. Don't forget to use that promo code for the extra 50% off. Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up again. Where do I live? I don't really live anywhere. I'm a digital nomad, so I move around, but I am currently in Mexico. But since last year, I've been in Brazil, Spain, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, Indonesia, Panama, Colombia. Every time I'm listening to these, I'm like, and I'm currently in Mexico. I'm retiring in Malta. Oh, that's dope. Malta looks dope. I've never been. I'm seriously saving my cash, living with less to save. Let's get it. Thailand, soft DTD. Let's get it. I'm a CNA. Unfortunately, I can't do remotely. Change careers or stay in the U.S. I'm telling y'all, whenever people say things like, I can't, I'm like, then you won't. And I'm not trying to throw you no shade, Smiley, but I'm saying, like, if the words coming out of your mouth are going to be, you can't, then you won't. Because so is a man thinking, so is he. If you think you can't do it, you can't. If you think it's too hard, it is too hard. Come on, Kimberly, I can and I will. How much money do you think is good to have saved to move? I don't think you need, I think as far as like money to move, the things you need to be the most concerned about is your flight, getting you where you need to go, whatever your accommodations are going to be, whether you're doing a longer term lease or whether you are like doing something short term, like having somewhere to live. But y'all, if you're going to be making money while you are abroad, why do you need a bunch of money saved? Like nobody has answered this question for me yet. Most Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account. But whenever it comes to moving somewhere where your expenses are cut in half, we think we need to have $20,000 sitting in the bank. What am I missing? Like honestly, what am I missing here? Now, if you just want to not work, that's a different story. You want a little sabbatical, okay, that's a different story. If you're looking for money to just live off of, okay. But baby, other than that, because anything can happen, I feel you, but I don't live my life that way. I don't even have an emergency fund. And I never will. Well, one time, I used to have one. And then oh my God, I got this amazing mindset shift from a woman named Ashley Fox. She's really big in like the stock space. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. And she was like, why are you saving for an emergency? And I was like, why am I saving for a rainy day? Why am I manifesting an emergency? Why would I do that? Do I have a travel account? Yes. Do I have a fun account? Yes. Do me and my husband have, thank you so much. Do me and my husband have a household account? Yes. Do we have an emergency account? No. Do we invest in stocks? Yes. Do we use a high yield savings account so our money is actually making money for us because that's what wealthy people do? Yes. Visa requirements. What about them? I thought you had to get a visa. You had to have $15,000 to stay longer than 90 days. Every country has its own visa process. So, and in the Move Abroad bundle, I do give a list of all the countries that are offering digital nomad visas right now. And digital nomads are not the only type of visas, but for any specific visa information, you want to do your research on that country. I actually have a video on YouTube, on my YouTube page too, where I went through a lot of countries that are offering the digital nomad visas and the requirements. Probably nervous about not having a cushion. We nervous about not having a cushion in a country that don't give a damn about your credit score, in a country where your rent is $800 a month, in a country where you can eat a delicious, fresh, healthy meal for $5, but we're not worried about not having a cushion in the United States. Okay, y'all, maybe it's time for a mindset shift. I'm talking about free or very low cost degrees abroad tonight. I have studied and worked abroad. Are you doing like a live? That is true. We think only the wealthy can do this. Y'all, we want it to be complicated so bad. I mean, even stocks, y'all. I'm telling you, I've done it all. Okay, I used to teach stocks. I used to teach paying down credit card debt. Like, I used to be a healthy lifestyle coach. I used to be a social media consultant. I done told y'all, you got to be willing to get out here and try different shit and figure out where it lands with you, however you want to learn how to make more money. I used to teach stocks. Yo, people want stocks to be hard, and I'm like, pick one and buy it, and then keep buying it. Not every day. Keep buying it over and over again and let it grow. Look at that. You're an investor. Do you need $500? No, there's stocks out there for $5. People don't want to hear that. You would rather wait until you feel comfortable. You would rather wait until you have enough money. What the hell is enough money? And you got platforms out here like Robinhood where you can buy partial stocks. This ain't about stocks. Let me move on. Y'all, Albania for a year. Yeah, exactly. I lived in South Korea, but it did require atheists. What? $800 a month for Red Cross in New Jersey. I feel it. What is the most, okay, going live at 6 p.m. Okay, I'll make sure y'all, I'll pin her up here. And what are you doing your live on again? I'm sorry, I just forgot that quick. Please tell me again. I've heard Albania is dope. And yeah, you could be there for a year. Just on like a regular tourist visa. You don't gotta like apply for any fancy visa. What would you do if you just financed a car, but you want to move abroad? I would give it back. I'm sorry. My friend actually told me about this program where you can give your car back, but it's not a repossession. I need to find that text message. I need to call her back anyway. But send me a DM because I know she told me about it, and I've been meaning to actually let my audience know because I've never done it. But that's an option. If you don't care, listen, I'm about to be real raw with y'all. Me and my husband do not give a fuck about our credit scores anymore. When I tell you we have just released all of that bullshit that we were taught in the United States, where it's like your credit score is like tied to your value. Like, oh, if you don't have a 700 credit score, you're just like a piece of shit. Like, we don't live in a country where Everything revolves around debt. Start paying attention to the commercials you see on TV. Big Pharma in debt. 80% of the commercials, or lose weight. Big Pharma, debt, and you're too fat. That is what 80% of the commercials are in the United States. Pay attention. Pay attention. Yeah, we don't care about our credit scores anymore. We don't. I mean, especially at this rate, when like we have no interest in living permanently in the U.S. for at least the next 4 years. Y'all can take that credit score. Let me chill out. And I'm not, listen, y'all, it took me some time to get here. I'm not going to pretend like it did not. Mentally, it took me some time to get here, but you got to start somewhere. The first time I ever lived abroad, thank y'all for double tapping. The first time I ever lived abroad was in 2019, and then I left again last year. It took me almost 5 years to do it again. But y'all are worried about the time. The time's gonna pass anyway. What can you do today to get you closer? What can you do right now to get you closer? Did you say the bundle would be free for us here on the live? The bundle comes with the cash flow. The bundle comes with a free bonus. So I have a resource called the Cash Flow Come Up Checklist. It's like, oh my God, I just updated it. It's like I got so many screens that I can't even pull it up for y'all. It's like, I think it's like 28 pages of how to make more money. And there's a whole walkthrough. Like I even go through the guide. I talk about how to make more money if you ain't got if you got 2 cents in the bank. I talk about how to make more money if you need to start small. I talk about how to make more money if you want to start a business. If you want to start investing in stocks, there is something you can do to start making more money in your everyday life. Whether you are an introvert, an extrovert, you got more time than money, more money than time, there is something in the cash flow guide for you. That's what I'm giving away for the people who get the bundle while I'm live, Sunny. And the bundle is at the link in my bio. Do digital nomad visas cover your whole family? I think it depends. So like I know 2 people who are both applying in Thailand and they're applying separately. So I think it depends, like if there's like kids, but I don't know about adults. Again, and I think it also depends on the country. That's why I recommend for visa information, do your own research, because y'all ain't about to come back at me talking about, oh, Bianca said this and this visa don't exist, okay? Visa things change all the time. Here in Mexico, there was just some big changes with like people trying to get residency here like a few weeks ago. So I recommend doing your own research. I heard their credit scores. Oops, y'all done moved the whole thing down. My bad. I'm in Mexico right now, y'all, but I don't live anywhere. I'm a digital nomad. I heard the credit scores were created as part of racism. I believe it. What is living abroad? Living in a country that's not your home country. Only one thing is schooling for my kids. You got options. I have great credit and it's hard to lose, but I can't stay here any longer than planned. Y'all, let me just tell you something about a credit score. Have you ever noticed that the only time you ever need a good credit score is to go into more debt? Think about every reason why you've ever cared about having a good credit score. It's all to go into more debt. That's it. Why do you think they try to tell us about how important a credit score is? Because they want you to be able to go into more debt. Do you know what wealthy people care about? Their net worth. Assets minus liabilities. Y'all ain't trying to hear me talk today. I have never been to Switzerland. How do taxes work there? I still pay taxes in the US. A lot of times if you, and it depends on like how long you can stay like in the country, right? So a lot of countries, if you stay for more than 180 days, you do have to pay taxes there. So a lot of people will they'll do like a border run, and some countries are getting more strict about that. So I would just do your research. Thank you, Keita. And to rent. Touche. That's a good point. And to rent for the credit score. I love to know more about the stock info. Do you still speak on that? I don't, Sassy. That's like a former life for me at this point. But what I'm gonna tell y'all about stocks is start where you are. Look at where your money is already going. Look at where you're shopping. Look at where you're paying your bills. If you don't know what stocks to invest in stocks. Buy stocks in the companies that are getting your money. So at least you're actually getting paid from them as well. And I do have more information on stocks in the Cash Flow Come Up Checklist. I'm about to get the bundle. Let's get it. I'll send you the bonus as soon as I get off of here. I wish all the liberals would move around. I thought that said I wish all the Libras. And I was about to be like, well, most countries require at least a bachelor's degree unless you're willing to get survival job. No, most countries do not require a bachelor's degree. And what is most? Most is relative. How does state tax work? I have no idea. I'm a digital nomad, y'all, so I move around. I have not had to pay taxes in any country. At some point, we will pick a place to settle, but right now, we're still out here being nomadic. I guess I should say. If I miss your question, I'm sorry. Please just ask me again because I can't scroll up anymore. I cannot do it. Y'all, if you don't take anything from this live, please just take, you can do this. If you are serious, you can do this. You don't, step one, have money. No, absolutely not. Step one, commit. Step one, change your mindset. Step one, recognize that money comes from everywhere. Like step one, have money, so make money. Get the hell out of your victim ass mentality and make more money. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all in the United States, one of the benefits of capitalistic culture is that you can fucking make money. See, y'all got me screaming out here now. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna scream at y'all. Y'all, you can make more money. You can make more money. But it has to start up here. If you don't think you can make more money, you can't. If you think it's too hard, it is. That line was screamed just as I scroll. My bad, y'all. My bad. Not pastor. I wish oh my God, I'm not going there with y'all. Did you move abroad before or after having a job? I quit my job before I moved abroad. When I moved abroad, I had so there's this project-based job that I've had off and on since 2021. So sometimes I'm on a project, sometimes I'm not. What is it, April? I have not been on a project since November of last year. It's completely in and off. I primarily make money for myself. And I have a lot of videos on my page about that as well that I used to do back in the day about my permanent exit from the corporate world. And like I said, y'all, living abroad is not for everybody. I get it. But if you're serious, you'll make it happen. It's that simple. And my whole thing is, lie to me all day long. Lie to your friends, lie to your kids, lie to your baby mama. I don't give a damn. Please stop lying to yourself. Please stop saying, oh, well, I can't move abroad and stop saying I haven't moved abroad because of me. Because if this is something you are serious about, there are ways to make it happen. But if you are determined to hold on to your cushy little life in the US, if you're like, oh, well, I would move abroad, but I just can't learn another language, or I would move abroad, but I just can't live without my 9 dogs. Well, I would move abroad, but my daughter has a really good best friend that lives across the street, then stay your ass in the US. Ain't nobody gonna beg you to come to their country, baby. I promise you that. But if you're willing to be flexible, and if you're willing to be adaptable, and if you're willing to take action, you can do it. Worried about decent healthcare. Why? You think the US has the best healthcare? How did you get over your fear of moving abroad? I moved abroad. I got over my fear of moving abroad because I chose my hard. I chose the hard of getting over the fear of moving abroad versus staying in a country where I did not feel safe, where I was being poisoned by the fucking food, where I was in this toxic ass hustle, rat race culture. Y'all, me and my husband were working every single day. My husband was gone from 7 to 7. Y'all, I had 2 full-time jobs. That project-based job, whenever I'm on a project, y'all, I'm full-time. I was doing 2 full-time jobs and doing my business. I was like, Bianca, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? Life is meant to be lived. You're not supposed to be living in survival mode. You're not supposed to be living check to check. You're not supposed to be working your life away. You're supposed to be living your life. I don't know if nobody has ever told you, honey, you are supposed to be living your life. It is not normal to be in survival mode. It's not normal for you to be afraid to walk out of your door because of the color of your skin. It's not normal for you to be afraid to send your children to school. It's not normal for you to be in a movie theater and you hear a noise and you looking left and right and you think it might be your last day. Y'all, that's not supposed to be normal. Listen, hey Michaela. Y'all, the problem is overthinking. Okay. I know. I've been there. I have no money to save, but my mind is going. Keita, that's how you go get started. It all starts right here. I don't care if y'all got $1.50 in the bank. You can decide right now, I'm going to make this happen. You are a powerful creator. Y'all, we are powerful creators. We get to create the life we want to live. Will it happen overnight? I doubt it. Will the journey be perfect? Absolutely not. Are there going to be things that come up that you never expected? 100%. Are there going to be setbacks? 110%. Yes. So what you gonna do? Quit? People look at these people online and you want to know the difference between you and them, the people who you see living their best life. It was worth it. It was worth it. The setbacks were worth it. Moving through the fear was worth it. Making the move, even though they were uncertain, was worth it. Doing the hard things to live an easier life was worth it. Y'all, I don't care if you're moving across the street. Moving sucks. Who the hell likes to move? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that your move abroad is going to be peachy, but I'm here to tell y'all, moving abroad to me was easier than whenever I moved apartments. And y'all live in an apartment where I moved across the hall, and it was easier for me to move abroad. When you have that mindset of I am shedding, I'm stepping into a different life, I'm stepping into a different version of me, you would be surprised. The opportunities, the blessings, the people, the resources, the money. Y'all, I'm telling you, me and my husband didn't know how we were going to pay for our fucking wedding. Y'all, our wedding was like $25,000. I promise you, I look back and me and him literally talk about this. We be like, I can see how we came up with 10. I can even low-key see 15. I swear to you, there's like $10,000 to $12,000. I don't even know where the hell that money came from, but it came. You know why? Because we decided that we wanted to have a wedding. And trust me, we did debate not having one. I promise you that. Y'all worried about the wrong things. Y'all over here so worried about what could happen in 10 days and 10 months and 10 years. Think about what you can do right now. Think about something you can do right now to move yourself closer to the life that you want to live. Y'all, why are you yelling at us? Because I yell. That's what I do. I'm a yeller. That you got a problem with that? I'm not for you. And that's okay. I can't afford it. Well, Brandon, you've already decided you can't afford it. I can't tell you. Nope. Okay. Is it possible? I guess not. You can't afford it. Then what am I going to tell you? I'm packing as we speak. I just finished my TEFO course now and I'm searching for teaching jobs in Thailand or Japan. I am here for it. Y'all gotta start paying attention to the words that you're speaking. How many times are you gonna keep saying you don't have money? How many times are you gonna keep claiming broke? How many times are you gonna claim that life is too hard, that nothing ever works out for you, that you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't? If it's not one thing, it's another. If you keep claiming that, you're gonna keep getting that. Why the hell? What do you think the universe is like? Oh, yeah, your life sucks. Okay, well, let me just turn it around for you. The universe is like, oh, your life sucks. Here's some more sucky shit. There you go. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Hello? Hello? If you cannot afford it, stay in America. Y'all, the amount of people who tell me they can't afford living abroad, and I'm like, trust me, I have been to the United States twice since I left to live abroad. And every time me and my husband go back home, we gotta get the fuck out of here. It is too expensive in this country. I was only in Spain for like a day, so I try not to give opinions on Spain. Going to China to teach English. Yes, I'm here for it. I want to move abroad. What are some good jobs? Y'all, I have a bunch of different remote job resources in my Move Abroad bundle. My two favorite websites are workingnomads.com and weworkremotely.com. Those are actually companies that hire from anywhere. If you're looking for a remote job, make sure that you are actually looking at companies that say that you can work from anywhere, because a lot of people will say, yeah, it's remote, but then they'll be like, oh, well, you have to live in these states. You need to make sure you're actually looking at remote first jobs, okay? I will pay your one-way ticket. Okay, bet. My Cash App is Cash Bianca Lynch. Let me go ahead and put you on pin up here, because Chaos said they're going to pay our tickets. Y'all better drop y'all Cash Apps. Y'all better drop y'all Cash Apps. Bianca Lynch. Please. My next one-way ticket is $1,000. Thank you. Thank you in advance. I appreciate you. Where did you move to? I'm a digital nomad and I move around. So, but I'm in Colombia. Jesus, I'm not in Colombia. I'm in Mexico right now. Do you suggest slow travel before settling in one place? Yes, I do. I'm screaming. The remote job websites are Working Nomads and then We Work Remotely. Sorry. I was about to respond to another question and I got expensive. And then I got expensive. I'm literally I'm like trying to read and my brain is like reading, writing. Are you using the US dollar? Yes, I am. Loving Colombia at the moment. I love Colombia as well. Oh, so much. Thank you, Prudy. Is it easier moving to Central America than Europe? It depends. There's no, y'all, this is another thing. Like, I understand why people ask these kinds of questions. I understand, does the money come through when they drop to your cash? I don't know, because nobody ever send it. Everybody loved to be like, oh, you want to move out of the US? I'll pay for your ticket. I did a video with NBC about living abroad. Last time I checked, it had like 5,000 comments. I promise you, there were at least like 10, 20 people that were like, that were talking about y'all pay for your ticket. I dropped my Cash App. Ain't nobody Cash App me. Ain't nobody Cash App me. But it sounds good, you know? Does that website hire nurses? I have no idea, KK. I actually did a live the other day with a nurse who, she goes back and forth. Well, she's a travel nurse. And I'm going to post some clips from it. And I also need to post it. I need to put it on my YouTube now that I'm thinking about it. Nurse looking to move abroad. Okay, make sure I subscribe to my YouTube because I did a live with a nurse. When was that? That was this past Saturday. I went live with a travel nurse and she's been like kind of like doing like back and forth, like in between contracts. Like she'll come live abroad here in Merida, Mexico. And I'm going to upload the video. You are so welcome. People are crazy. Listen, social media has really opened my eyes to who is out there, okay? And at this point, it's just comical. I would say, I'm human, so sometimes I do get triggered and I do clap back, but most of the time, I just be laughing because I'm like, people are actually legit fucking crazy. How long do you spend in any given country? It depends. No, I don't really have a set amount. Honestly, me and my husband, we just stay flexible. Yes, I am on a tourist visa. Can you rent? We are using Airbnb, but yeah, you should still be able to rent even on a tourist visa. But again, like, it depends. Tips for me to leave as a tarot reader. I don't have any tips just for, like, what does a tarot reader have to do with it? I'm more interested in moving to Europe because I had a lot of family there. Oh, I love that. Oops. Nuts. Thank you, Ocean Mist. So it's Working Nomads with an S. And we work remotely. But yes, that's right. I'm a legal assistant. Would it be easy for me to live abroad? If you're looking for easy, stay in the U.S. And that's not just to you. That's anybody. If you're looking for easy, stop trying to move abroad. If you're, I was live. Was this yesterday? And somebody was like, I'm looking for a place that's similar to Maryland. Stay in Maryland. Swear, please do not leave the United States looking for the United States. If you love where you are so much, just don't leave. Don't bring your I want everything to be the way it is in the United States way ass to any other country. This is one of the reasons why the United States has such a shitty reputation already. Stay in the US. If you're not sure, travel. Go travel. Do slow travel. Go stay somewhere for 2 weeks, a month, whatever. But if you are like, oh, I just don't know, I love the US so much, stay your ass in the United States. Stay where you love it at, sis. I'm out of here as soon as I can afford it. I'm here for it, Melinda. Thoughts on moving to Germany? Yeah, I know people who love it there. I went in 2023. I was in the south of Germany. How do I move abroad? Wendy, we in here. How do you move abroad? You start. You decide that you're serious. You spend your time or you spend your money. If you want to, y'all, listen, I'm not mad at you. If you got the time to do all the research, do it. Like I told y'all earlier, she said heavy on the please. Like I told y'all earlier, if you don't want to have to do all the research yourself, get my Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. Y'all still got a few more minutes if you want to take advantage of the live bonus. For those of you who get my Move Abroad bundle while I am live, I'm going to send you my cash flow come up checklist as a bonus because I love people who walk the walk. Because I am here for the people who are actually serious, the people who are for real about getting out of the United States. Again, if you want to do the research yourself, go for it. Oh, thank you, Stacy. If you want to do the research yourself, go for it. But you can get the bundle, the Move Abroad bundle, at the link in my bio. With the promo code, it's $48. And I'm not trying to be funny, but if you're not willing to invest $48 to learn how to move abroad, you probably ain't serious. And that's okay. And that is okay. I'm not mad at you. But like I said, for those of y'all who are serious, you can get the bundle at the link in my bio. Those of you who have already gotten it, thank you for your business. I'm going to send you the bonus as soon as I get off of here. Oops. See, I keep trying to scroll back up to the comments, and then I keep accidentally moving this thing. Just start, okay? Okay? Start traveling. Come on. When your visa is up, do you have to come back to the U.S.? No, you just have to leave the country. Thank you, Chris. She said it's less than a pair of Converse. Y'all, do you accept EBT? I do not. What does the bundle have and consist of? I'm glad you asked because that actually was something I was going to walk through like 30 minutes ago, but then I got distracted by my damn self. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss a comment. So the bundle is Mexico 6 months for now, yes. So the Move Abroad bundle has 12 different videos and it has a Move Abroad resource guide. So the guide is, let me pull it up actually, because I don't remember how many pages it is now, because I just updated it. And that's the other thing, y'all. Any of my products that you get free or paid, you always get updates at no additional cost to you, because at the end of the day, I'm always learning. I am always learning. So whenever I update my products, you also get the updated one. All right, while the guide is pulling up. So here's what's in the bundle. So there's 12 videos. I did a 12-day series. A 12-day series on how to move abroad from the US. Day 1, mindset shift. How to manifest moving abroad. Day 2, preparing to leave. Health insurance, moving, packing, how much money you need to move, how to tell your family and manage relationships. Y'all, days 3 through 5, how to choose your destination. I spent 3 days talking about how to choose the country that's best for you. Because we love to be like, oh, well, what's the best country this? What's the best country that? I don't fucking know, because I don't know you. I don't know your life. But you do. You know your needs, you know your wants, you know your non-negotiables. So I spent 3 days talking about how to choose the destination that's going to be best for you. We even talked about moving abroad versus settling. For those of you who want to be a digital nomad, you might want to move around like I do, versus someone who's like, oh, I just want to go to one place and stay there. We go through all of that. There's even a whole day where I talk about destinations that I've been to, okay? Like I've traveled to 24 different countries. So I also share recommendations based on my own experiences. Day 6, how to travel and live abroad on a budget. Listen, y'all, I'm a budget travel girly. I am a budget travel girly. Y'all, I got plenty of videos on my page, okay? Me and my husband, we be out here balling on a budget, okay? We be eating lunch for $4, $5, getting fresh juice, $1, okay? So for those of you, and this is especially for people who want to travel, because it breaks my heart that so many people think travel is too expensive, y'all. I'm like, you just haven't learned how to do it. You just haven't learned, okay? Number 7, housing options. Where are you going to live? How are you going to figure out where you're going to live? Days 8 and 9. The question I always get, how am I make money abroad? How am I going to make money? 2 videos on making money abroad, the 3 main options, and then different ways that you can do all of those. Day 10, how to adjust to your new life abroad, how to get immersed in a new culture, how to learn a language faster than the average person, how to actually be involved in a community. Day 11, how to adjust to your new life abroad while keeping home in your heart. Listen, y'all, I am not, why is this page not loading? I am not one of those people who's going to sit here, avoid Mexico. I'm in Mexico right now. Mexico is my favorite country. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm like, oh, I'm going to leave the U.S. and never come back. I have a lot of family and friends in the U.S. Me and my husband, we will always be back and forth, okay? So if you are feeling that way too, there's an entire video in there on how to keep home in your heart while you are abroad. And then day 12 is an FAQ where I went through like a bunch of different questions. So there are 12 videos, y'all. It's basically an entire course. And that's alongside the guide that my internet is so slow, it's not pulling up right now. But the guide is like 24, 25 pages of information that covers a lot of the stuff that I talked about before, but it's more so like in written form. So you get all of that in the bundle, and you also get a 7-step checklist, because let's be honest, some of us need a little accountability. Some of us need a step 1, step 2, step 3. I'm telling you, I'm one of those people. So there's also a 7-step checklist to kickstart your journey. And this is all in addition to the cash flow come up to the, seems awesome. I mean, Prudy, it's a ton of information. Like I said, for those of y'all who really do want to leave the U.S., but you feel like I just need some guidance, all of these things are in my Move Abroad bundle, okay? And y'all, the Move Abroad bundle, it's not always available, okay? I've actually had it in my bio for like the last week and a half. It's not going to be in there much longer. So if you want to take advantage of it while you can get it for an additional 50% off. If you get a digital nomad visa and eventually decide to settle, do you just pick the country for residency? I mean, basically, that's what me and my husband would do. Oops. Okay, there we go. I don't even know if I just disappeared off of YouTube. If I did, I'm so sorry. I'm moving to Central Asia. Asia. What's Central Asia? Like, drop me a country. How many suitcases? Me and my husband both have a checked bag and a backpack, and then I have a carry-on suitcase. But, different strokes for different folks. Depends. Depending on the visa requirements. Yeah, of course, visa requirements change all the time. That's why, again, I say always do your research if you're looking for like the most up-to-date visa requirements. And like, there's some places, there are some places where it's a lot easier, and there are some places where, it's a little bit more complicated, a little bit more expensive. Moving to my country, Philippines. Oh, I would love to visit the Philippines. They look so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh my God, I haven't heard it. Wait, I have heard of Uzbekistan. That's the only one I've heard of. I haven't even heard of those other ones. There's only 5 countries? Oh, wow. There are places where you can't work in the country. I don't recommend working in the country unless you're going to teach English. There are people who do things like under the table. And when I say I don't recommend working in the country, I mean like if you're just getting started. Now, if if you have a way to do it and it's not something where it's going to take you like an additional X amount of years to do it, go for it. But the easiest route, in my opinion, is going to be making US dollar. Again, like I said, if you're teaching English, that is a different thing, but yeah. Oh, now you finally load. Let's see. Yeah, 21 pages. The Move Abroad resource guide is 21 pages. So in the Move Abroad bundle, you get a 21-page guide. I literally can't even, well, actually I can because I have it right here. In the Move Abroad resource guide, I'm just looking at the table of contents. The Moving Abroad mindset, all the need to know information, for things like, how to choose your destination, housing options, things to do before you leave, international health insurance, all of that. Any unique circumstances like traveling with pets, traveling with kids, need to enroll your kids in school, LGBTQ+, countries that are better for, or cities that are better for accessibility, how to make money abroad, how to get a taste of living abroad for anybody who is like, hello Erica, for anybody who is like, Bianca, this sounds good, but I need a little test drive first. Next steps, actually what to do next. Follow inspo. I have a ton of resources in there. People who live in Spain, people who live in France, people who teach abroad, people you can book consultations with, and a little Moving Abroad pep talk. There's a 21-page guide, y'all, people who teach abroad, Teach Abroad, people you can book consultations with, and a little moving abroad pep talk. There's a 21-page guide, y'all. It is full of information. And the guide is in my bio as well. If you don't want to get the whole bundle, if you feel like you're more of like a reader, I mean, I feel like if you're live, you're probably more of a video person, because I mean, you're literally here watching this long ass video. But the guide is in my bio as well if you don't want the full bundle. But like I said, when you get the bundle, you also get those 12 videos and the 7-step checklist and the cash flow guide as the bonus. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. All right, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. Does anybody have any final questions about moving abroad? I see Mexico question mark, but I don't know what your question is. So I need something more specific about to get the bundle. Let's get it. Those of you who have already gotten the bundle, thank you so much for your business. I will send you the bonus as soon as I get off of here. Where are you currently? I am currently in Mexico. When you use the promo code, the bundle is $48. Prudy, you are so welcome. Does anybody else have any questions before I get up off of here? I said I was gonna get in the pool today, but I might have lied. Y'all, we got here like a week ago. I've already been in the pool like 4 times. I am obsessed, okay? Cash flow guide. It's called the Cash Flow Come Up Checklist. It's at the link in my bio as well. But like, y'all, if you have the bundle, do not purchase the Cash Flow Come Up Checklist, because I'm gonna send you that cash flow guide for free as soon as I get off of here. Consider Europe, Asia, Africa as well. Like, y'all, you have so many options. You have so many options in terms of countries to move to. Like, my biggest piece of advice is to just go there. See how you like it. That's one reason why me and my husband wanted to travel around. Like, last year was the first time we ever went to Asia. We had no idea that we would fall in love with Asia the way that we did. I cannot even tell y'all. Like, Thailand, y'all, Vietnam, I would literally go to those countries for the rest of my life. I just got the bundle. Thank you for your business, A. I'll send you the bonus as soon as I get off of here. Y'all, we had no idea. We had no idea that we would fall in love with Asia the way that we did, okay? I have a webinar, How to Move Abroad. I would love for you to speak. Send me a DM, Jenny. Where are you landing? Thailand. I'm in Mexico right now, Matt. But I left the U.S. last year, and I've been abroad. Yeah, so I mean, I left the U.S. to live abroad last year, y'all, February 2024. 7 days travel, cost me 10 years of debt. You need to get my budget travel masterclass, because I show you how to travel on a budget, okay? My sister is trying to plan a trip for my mom, and she was talking about going to Jamaica. I said, listen, I'm down to go to Jamaica, but the days of Bianca dropping $1,000, $1,500 to go somewhere for 5 to 7 days, I'm like, those days are in the past, baby. We're in Mexico. I am currently in Merida. I will buy what I get paid Friday. Wherever I move, I need to bring my disabled mom. Look at I think it's called apieceoftravel.com, because that's a website where it's like all about accessible travel. And y'all, even in the Move Abroad bundle, I have resources in there for anybody who does, like, if you have a disability, if you are a veteran, if you're LGBTQ plus, like all of this stuff. Again, y'all, I told y'all this earlier, 90% of the questions y'all ask me, I have heard. Like, 90% of the questions are the same. This is why I know the questions that you have are in the bundle, because I literally created these resources based on the questions that y'all ask me, okay? I'm a travel advisor, so I understand. I hear amazing things about Merida. You know what's funny? I had never even heard of Merida like 6 months ago. And then all of a sudden I was hearing about it all the time. Bundle hit my inbox. Let's get it. Is it the new American dream to escape America? I mean, not for everybody. American and Yucatan are amazing. I love it here. I love it here. What should I do about my health insurance? I'll talk about that in the bundle as well. There are American, like there are U.S. health insurance companies that offer international health insurance. There's like international health insurance you can purchase separately. There's like digital nomad insurance. You have options. Where did you move to? I move around. I'm a digital nomad, but I'm currently in Merida, Mexico. Does anybody else have any questions? All right, y'all, and I'm about to send out the bundles. I'm about to send out the bonuses for the bundles. I see y'all, Andrea, Desiree, Angela, Infinity, what a name, I love that. Natasha, I see y'all. Thank y'all so much for your business. I'm about to send y'all the bonus now. For anybody else who gets the bundle in the next like 2 to 3 minutes. I'll still send it to you because I know that like sometimes it can take some time for things to go through. But y'all, the bundle is at the link in my bio. I'm about to get off of here. See now y'all over here trying to ask me more questions, and I'm trying to get off of here. I want to move to Mexico too. I love it here. Thank you, Prudy. Is it hard to learn the language of a country you're moving to quickly? I mean, I think it depends on you. It depends on your brain. It depends on the language. Like obviously, in my opinion, Spanish is like the closest to English. Like my husband doesn't speak Spanish, but like sometimes my husband understands things. I speak Spanish. My husband does not speak Spanish. And sometimes my husband understands things that I didn't understand. So I think it just depends. But there's so many things you can do to learn another language. Obviously, I shouldn't say obviously. Duolingo is free to use, y'all. 5 minutes a day, change your life. Change your subtitles, put your phone in a different language, listen to podcasts. There's so many different ways, but the fastest way to learn a language is going to be immerse. Is Merida ideal for families? 100% yes. Honestly, Merida sometimes a little bit too family oriented for me. I'm still out here, no kids, no pets, no mortgage, trying to be out here, thotting and stuff. I'm just playing. I just said it because my husband walked by and I wanted to see the look on his face. I played this game with my husband where I say these outlandish things because I love to see the face that he makes. The promo code for the bundle is abroad 2025. I'll drop it here in the chat. I'm still cracking up at the face that my husband just made at me. I love you, baby. I ain't out here doing nothing crazy.
Yeah, by the ear.
How was the pool? Was it hot out there? No? My watch says it's 88, so somebody lying. Okay, somebody lying. I just pinned the promo code for y'all. What do I do if I don't have a remote job? Get one. WeWorkRemotely.com, WorkingNomads.com. There are people on this app that share remote jobs. I have more resources on remote jobs in the Move Abroad bundle and in my cash flow come up checklist. Or learn how to make money for yourself, also in the cash flow come up checklist. All right, y'all, I'm getting off of here for real. Again, thank y'all again for joining. Please make sure that y'all hit follow, subscribe, whatever platform you are watching on. If you're watching the replay, hello to you as well. But I'm about to get off of here. But thank y'all again for joining. And yeah, I will catch y'all next time. Bye, y'all. Thank you, Erica.